Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Devon Terrell in raw form, and welcome to another episode of Help Me Devon Raw Advice. And today, in this episode of Help Me Devon Raw Advice, I'm going to be showing you guys the importance of reference mixing and why I feel like it is an extremely important step that a lot of people, I guarantee you, are not going to take heed to this information and completely overlook it. I can't tell you how many times I always stress to people, did you reference this track? And you can tell when someone doesn't reference their track against something commercial. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying, what is reference mixing? What is this entire philosophy? Okay, let me put it to you like this. Put that favorite song that you love and adore in your head right now. The song that every time it plays on the crappiest of speakers, on the best of speakers, in headphones, you just love how that sonically sounds. I'm talking about the kick hits right, the vocal sits in the right place. It's this brightness, this wideness. It's an amazing track that you love a lot. Okay. That is your reference track. Imagine taking that great song that you love on all of those platforms as far as, all of those mediums as far as headphones and stuff like that, and bring them into the studio, play them on some expensive speakers. It's gonna sound amazing. When you play it, you'll play it back and probably be blown away to hear it in such a high, pristine quality as it was mixed in the studio. Now, take that same track, bring it into your session, and reference it. If you know that on these speakers, you know how that kick sounds on that song that you listen to so much. You know how that vocal sits. You know how all of that stuff sounds. So if you take that track and put it against yours, it gives you a better understanding of where you should place that vocal, where you should be having that kick hit, of how bright it should be. A lot of things. You will avoid so many mistakes if you reference mix, as opposed to just what I like to call mixing blindly. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, okay? Okay. So this is a song, one of my own songs. It's called Week 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you my song, and then I'm going to play you the song that I have referenced the entire mix off of. So my song first. Listen close.
Goddamn, oh, here we go again. Chilling in the crib, we ain't fit to do shit. We can't even sit and play spades in this bitch. Cause it's just me and you and we got nothing to do. And we watched everything on Netflix, yeah. And we checked every single message, yeah. And we so tired of the groceries we already bought. But I'm glad you here cause I got you to share all my thoughts.
Reference.
Carry on, ooh, from the start. Somehow we fell in love, then fell right out of touch.
Okay, now when you listen to those two records, sonically, they live in a very similar place. This is, by the way, Anderson .Paak song featuring Smokey Robinson. I think it's Make It Better. I love that song. I adore that song. And I use this song as a reference because when I listen to my song, I notice, hey, this has a similar tone, a sonic, a very, very similar sonic characteristic that you can compare both of them to. So that's how I like to go about my reference, picking my reference track. I find a song that really kind of fits like mine. Now, granted, his drums and stuff like that have more of acoustic, it's more of an acoustic drum sound. Mine are more programmed drums, but the feeling, the sonic feeling is so similar that I felt like this song, since I love the Make It Better song, can go against my song so that I can get a rough ballpark of how I like it to sound. And when I play it for you, I'm not saying it sounds identical, but it does sound similar. Granted, his is a mastered record. Mine is still a mix in this place right here. When I master it, I'll get it even closer and even tighter. But when it comes to the mix, I got it pretty close to where his is sitting, as opposed to in light of his being different production-wise and vocally and stuff like that. It kind of sits in a very similar format. I'll play it for you one more time so you can get an idea. So his song first.
Carry on, ooh, from the start. Somehow we fell in love, then
Mine.
Goddamn, oh, here we go again. Chilling in the crib, we ain't fit to do shit. We can't even sit and play spades in this bitch.
So I can already hear in mind that I need to compress it. I need to bring out some of the lower stuff that you just don't hear to really bring out and make it more exciting. But that's in mastering when I add those final touches. But in mixing, my goal is to get it as close as possible to that. So if I got my mix close as possible to his mastered record, in my head, I know I'm in a great place. And when I go to mastering, I'm gonna fall in love with the record. So guys, I probably won't, this video will probably even get taken by YouTube off the strength of I'm playing Anderson .Paak's record, but I just felt that it was so important to teach you guys and help you guys understand about reference mixing. It is literally the biggest mistake that I see a lot of people make. Now, granted, you don't have to. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but when you're starting this out and when you're getting into this world of mixing, I think reference mixing is such an important factor that you're going to have to use. When you are mixing a song and you're mixing it against nothing, no reference track, you are blindly mixing. This is the reason why your mixes aren't translating when you play it in a car or when you play it on your headphones. You play it back and you say, I don't feel right. It felt better in the studio. Well, that's a problem. And the reason why is it could be a lot of things, but I can tell you, number one, reference mixing. It won't let you run into that mistake. Why won't it let you run into that mistake? Because once you keep playing the song that you love and adore back against yours, you'll hear the problems right off bat. You'll hear what your song is missing as far as, is it the low mids? Is it the highs? It's not bright enough, or it's too bright. You'll notice so many different qualities in your song that you need to attenuate or fix because you're reference mixing. Guys, the engineers that listen to this and hear me right now and go about doing reference mixing as opposed to the other ones, I guarantee you, you're gonna move so much faster in progressing as opposed to someone that does not do this. Reference mixing is extremely important in my own opinion. And I want all of you guys to start practicing that and get in the mode of always picking a song that is sonically close to yours. All right, well, I hope that was a great explanation on reference mixing and the ideology and philosophy on the entire thing. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you follow us at Help Me Devon on the Instagram. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please let me know. You know that you can also head on over to helpmedevon.info if you want a template like this in your arsenal. I have a Pro Tools and Ableton template if you like that. And yeah, just let me know if you guys have any comments or concerns. Please comment below, like the video, share it to your friends, and make better music, man. I really hope this is a really passionate moment for me as far as teaching you guys about reference mixing. So until next time, guys.